Peacetown, what a beautiful place. Peacetown, come show your face. Peacetown, it's full of grace. It's a beautiful place, such a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to be. Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Peacetown, a place where we encourage and embrace love, peace, and joy in you, in our community, and in our world. We seek to bring out the best in one another by creating the good, the holy, and the beautiful through music, art, dance, poetry, and in our day-to-day lives. I'm your host, Jim Corbett, and I hope as you view the creativity in Peacetown, you will be encouraged to embrace your own creativity and bring love, peace, and joy to your world. Please enjoy the show. Whatever your religion, no matter what your race, left wing, right wing, rich or poor, we're glad. But first, a drum blessing from Onye.
Welcome to Peacetown, a place of family, community, where we celebrate each other, where a lot of things related to peace and more is happening. Actually, Peacetown is a way of life in which we create what we do every day and enjoy it, relax, not get so difficult about things you don't understand. It can get too weird. So when you need to speak your truth, say it. Say what you want to say, but say it with humbleness and a little bit of happiness and joy that goes with it. It won't hurt anybody's feelings when you speak your truth. It is a way of bonding together in a family, creating wonders and oneness and unity and all of that. Because you are real in the way you express your truth. In the way you express your truth, enlightens you and enlivens everything about you, from your cells to your molecules and everything else that you've always wanted to do that you have no idea how the outcome would be. But when the outcome does manifest, you give thanks. The community celebrates you, because you are a wonder and you're wonderful. The community rejoices to welcome you into this celebration of life. Celebration of life in Peacetown is about living. It's about being conscious, being aware, being kind, and loving. So I bring my heart and soul to you. I hope you bring your heart and soul to who is sitting to you right now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and bring and spread this love and peace to each other. So my love, I give to you, my heart and peace. I rejoice in you, with you, all the days of your life.
Hey, Peacetown. Please welcome the irresistible funky groove of Soulfuse.
The thing I need is in your wall. The thing I need is in your talk. It's in the funny things you say and the crazy thing you do. It's in the way you always do it, the best for me and you. It's a natural fact, you know it's at. A natural fact, you know it's at. A natural fact, it's a natural fact, babe. The thing I need, you got the thing I need. The thing I need is in your style. Yes, baby. The thing I need is in your smile. It's in the way that you love me and tell me I'm your man. It's in the way you always do it the best you can. You know it's true, my money's on you. Know it's true, know it's true, my money's on you. Know it's true, know it's true now. The thing I need, you got the thing I need. When things get uptight and there might be a fight, you got the right thing. When we're on the move and we get a groove, you got the good thing. When it's time to start coming from the heart, you got the soul thing. When we're on the town and we got to get down, you got that funky thing. Hey! At the rhythm session, gonna hit it and quit it. Evan Palmerston on bass, Terry Baker on drums. Terry Baker, Evan Palmerston. The thing I need, the right thing, the thing I need, the good thing, oh yeah, the thing I need, the soul thing, the thing I need, the fucking thing, oh yeah.
Ow, 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 Roger, ow, Peacetown. My little Peacetown heart is breaking. What?
Wow. Well, I'm sorry I laughed. I should have been much more empathetic to your broken heart.
Yeah, you should be, because where are you? You guys aren't on stage. Here we have a true Bay Area super group, a gift to the North Bay area, whose music, the one word I would use to describe your music is irresistible, and you don't show up.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to chase you and make a video or something.
You know, apparently we're unavoidably detained.
Yeah, I think so. Hey,
that would be one way of saying it, maybe.
Is everybody okay though? I mean, this is like really tough on musicians and artists.
In our band, yes. Everybody's fine, you know, relatively, because fine is a relative. Everything's a relative term now, but I think doing well is a particularly relevant term.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
I'm sorry, relative. It's relevant and relative.
You're starting to sound like a scientist or something. You're being very specific.
Oh God, can I just reboot myself? Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Frank.
I mean, and this is the source of deep, funky grooves and soul music. And I mean, one of the things I love about Soul Fuse is the way that you have crafted harmonies, because for a big band to really, I mean, a lot of big bands that use horns don't do harmonies because it's too much work to put that together also. The harmonies and the horn parts, you know, and there's usually a solo singer. I mean, I could name a number of bands, but you guys do both. The harmonies in your band are really spectacular. And the fact that it's original tunes that make you want to dance is just a whole other thing. So you're the primary songwriter, would you say, for the band?
Yeah, I've written all the original tunes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Although the guys in your band, I mean, it's like, Roger, you have to tell us a secret for attracting people like Al Garth. I mean, you know, he's played with the Eagles and Loggins and Messina. He was an original member. He is a consummate musician. I mean, he is like a true artist.
Yeah, he's the best musician I know. You know, it's funny, Al and I, along with you on many of those occasions, played like a double alto tenor horn section in our dearly departed Michael Barclay Blues Band.
That's
And
right.
so Al and I played together in the 80s. He literally taught me how to play parts.
Oh man.
And we clicked though. We had a good time, and whenever we'd run into each other, it'd be, yeah, that was really fun. I wish we could do it again. But when Evan Palmerston, our bass player, when Evan and I started talking about forming this band, I said, I'm just going to ask the best players. All they can say is no.
Right.
And they all said yes. So that's really, it was as simple as that. I figured,
Yeah.
I'm getting
Well,
on. I guess I was like 60.
Backstory on Evan, Elvin Bishop Band and Cold Blood. I mean, he's a consummate musician,
Yeah.
but one of your secret weapons, and this is like a real key, and I don't know how you attracted him. I mean, it's like, well, I do know you're pulling in the best musicians. Terry Baker, he's the drummer in demand. I mean, he played with Michael Bloomfield, which is like, that's like star power, and Commander Cody and Brian Auger and the Hoodoo Rhythm Devils. I mean, the Roy Rogers, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
He is a world-class drummer and funky.
And, aside from his, talent, his time is really, really good. And he never forgets anything. Seriously. He doesn't have anything written down. Al and Carl Bowers, our trombone player, they have books that they've written meticulously.
Yeah.
I don't read, but Terry, like all the intricacies, he just has it in his head, and you can mention any of it to him at any time, and he'll go, "Oh yeah," and start playing it.
Oh, he goes back to it.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's human? Is he like, part of like artificial intelligence or
Well,
something?
he's a year older than me, and he's in way better shape than I am. So I attribute that to him being some sort of an android.
Obviously. Oh, yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
And then you have Steve Barbieri on guitar, and Steve is one of those guys. He is just one of the best players ever, and he probably is in a dozen different bands, but I know Soul Fuse is where his heart is.
Yeah. Well, Steve and I had this duet that we've been doing for a while, and it was the same thing. I wanted him to be in the band because he not only is he a great player, but he's underrated.
Really?
I think so.
Maybe
in the county,
not among musicians.
Well, maybe a little bit, because he's so versatile and he makes it look so easy. People think playing a Chuck Berry tune is easy. You can attest that it's not.
Oh, it's not.
But he makes that stuff look easy. He makes the parts in our band look easy, and he's really musical, and he's a fine singer in his own right as well.
He makes everything look easy.
I want to get back to the question you asked about the harmonies.
Yeah.
Because my two main influences for horn bands are obviously Tower of Power and Cold Blood.
Yeah.
And both of those bands, a key element of all of their music are the background vocals, the real tight, minimum 3 parts going on all of their, almost literally all of their stuff. If you think about it, Lydia's never just singing a tune by herself. And I think that they crafted it that way on purpose because it's more powerful. So I wanted to kind of diminish the role of the front lead singer person. And it was a thought I had to make some of the verses, a big portion of all the verses, put harmonies on the lead parts and not have them be background.
Well, that's really interesting, because that explains Sharon Jones, because she is like the most awesome vocalist. I mean, she is fabulous.
Yeah, she's great.
So that must be a joy for you to play. See you see why our heart's broken out here in Peacetown? See why we're disappointed? This was the culminating concert of our entire summer. The whole summer of warm, sunny afternoons and Lagunitas beer and wine and great food and hanging out with 1,500 of our friends, and you were supposed to be it.
Yeah, this was the one we were looking forward to the most.
I know.
And because it's always been great for us there. The first time Soul Fuse played there, we were a 6-piece. We hadn't added the other 2 horns. We opened up for a Bottle Shock, Michael Caine's band.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, the I think the reason our harmonies feel strong is because we're singing a lot of the verse parts together. I can only think of I Can't Stop Her, The Time of Love. Only a couple of our songs had actual harmony parts happening over the lead singer. The rest of them, we're all singing the song together.
It's amazing. Also, I think one of the secrets too, I mean, you have such a huge band. We're talking about all these people, but Nathan, man, he really is.
Yeah, he's not a good player. He's a great player, and he's constantly at rehearsals. The old guys, which is all of us except him, he'll do something in a solo, or he'll play a part, and like I'll look at Al and go, and we'll just kind of shake our head, and we say to ourselves, we hope he remembers it, And I'll say, hey man, right after the guitar solo, you did this thing, and he'll go, yeah, well, let me think. And it's just in him, and it just pours out.
Yeah.
And that he's that natural, and he, sweet guy, he's a young family man. He's a great person.
Well,
we love him. We love Nate.
This is why the band is a super group, because you have attracted a consummate group of extremely fine musicians. So, hey, let's check out some more Soul Fuse. Here we go.
Okay. Thanks, Frank.
She tell me she love me, I feel like a king. Then I hear she was drinking at the bar, not wearing a ring. So the next day I said, baby, I can't take it no more, no more. And she smiles a smile and walks out the door. And I can't stop her, stop her. I can't stop her. She does what she wants, and I can't stop her. I'll play that thing. She said when we married, she'd always be true. Oh, yeah. Then I hear she'd been hanging out with someone new, someone new. So the next day I said, baby, please talk to me, please. And she winks when she gets into a car. It says we'll see, says we'll see. And I can't stop her, stop her. I can't stop her. She does what she wants, and I can't stop her. Look here. She's so cool, so cool. She's so cruel, so cruel. Don't the vows and the rings mean anything? Oh no, I can't stop her, stop her. I can't stop her. She's so cruel, so cruel. Don't the vows and rings mean anything? Anything? Listen to me. I know what she's doing just ain't right. It ain't right. And I tell her in the morning I can't take another night. Another night. She said, come on, baby. I'm just having fun with my friends. Oh, yeah. And when evening comes, she does it again. Yes, she does. And I can't stop her. Stop her. I can't stop her. She does what she wants, and I can't stop her. Yeah. She does what she wants. Listen, and I can't stop her. No, no. She does what she wants. She does what she wants. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I can't stop her. No matter how hard I try. Oh, no. Thank you. All right. That's a Soul Fuse tune.
Man, we've been enjoying Soul Fuse. Thanks, Roger, so much. You know, there is a song though that we're going to play that we wanted to feature because it means a lot to me and it means a lot to a lot of people. And it's a song that you wrote called "The People Will Rise Up." But for me, it's a different take on what rising up means. So many things that I hear about, you know, the rise up concept is in reactivity and a reaction to things and a desire to kind of like overtake or overthrow. Your song is a version of rise up that is a call for people to rise up within themselves and within their relationships and within our culture and within every aspect of our culture. And that to me is a message that needs to be heard around the world, I think. And so one of the things about this video, why we're so intent upon this song becoming present, we also would like this song to become a social message about a better way of rising up than some idea of reaction. So what are the origins of the tune though? Because this really is a magical piece of music.
Well, first of all, thanks for your kind words. I started writing it at the end of Obama's presidency because the way his opposition talked about him, treated him, it made me start focusing on everything that I perceived as being wrong. Oh. In a broad sense, and that had been wrong for some time. This isn't the things that the tune talks about didn't start happening in 2016. They started happening a long time ago, decades ago, centuries ago, in some parts. But I was sort of getting things off my chest. And then as the years went by, I think it was 2008 when I first started, writing it, and it evolved into like around, I guess 5 years ago, where I had a draft of it finished, and then other things came into my mind. Like I really wanted to talk about equal pay. I wanted to talk about choice. I wanted to talk about the LGBTQ community. There's a strong line in the second bridge that addresses that. It's just one line, but it's a big part of the song. I changed in that same second bridge. It mentions that someone has a Twitter feed to get their hate speech sent, and it's obvious who I'm talking about there. But the shape of it changed and the content of it changed for about 3 years, and then it finally changed a couple of times again. And then, man, the band just really made it better immediately, and having the harmonies with Sharon and Steve. You know, Carl doubles the high part an octave down to Carl Bowers, which makes it fatter. Yeah, it's cool. And there's a little bit of a funny story about it. The first time I ever played it, it was with Terry on drums and Evan Palmerston and Mike Barclay and David Aguilar on guitar, 2 guitars, and me. And I didn't have a bridge yet. It was the end of the night at Gaia's Garden, Ari's gig, and there was maybe 25 people there. And so I said, hey, just follow the chords. I'll just flash the numbers for the chords. I have this thing that I want to try. So I sing the first verse, I sing the chorus, the people will rise up. The second time I sung the chorus, about half the people sitting there were singing it. And then Mike, my buddy Mike Barclay, he comes up to me, he elbows me, and he goes, man, that's a hit. And that's all he said. And that made me feel like I wanted to do more with it, because I respect and love him so much, you know.
Well, but, the amazing thing about what you've done is that the way that the way the song flows, the way it moves, what it talks about is the rising up that you're encouraging. It's like it's like the song carries the message. This reminds me of what attracted me to music in the first place. Is not only was music fun, could you dance to it, could you enjoy it, but also it was topical and it meant something, and it touched our hearts, our souls. This is a different definition of soul music, and The People Will Rise Up is not only soul music, but it is soul music.
Well, thank you, Frank. That's way too kind, but I'll accept it.
Yeah. And I hope everybody, enjoy. So let's not only enjoy it, but let's also listen to it. This is the one benefit that we have of doing these virtual concerts is that you can always rewind and play it again. Hey man, listen to it a couple times, because this is a very deep song that's evolved from a really competent musician over a long period of time with lots of inputs. And if Michael Barclay says it's a hit,
yeah. And
that
that was his, I'd say, aside from family and livelihood, that was his primary concern. No, I'm only joking. But he had great ears, and when he said that, it really did make me think, okay, I want to work on this more.
Okay, yeah. So everybody, The People Will Rise Up. Thanks, Roger.
Thank you, Frank.
Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. You can't laugh at them and lie to their face. Stand them up and spray them with mace. You can't blame them for their lot in life and tell them that it's their fault for their struggle and strife. You can't pound your chest while you have them in line, but it's a matter of fact, in a matter of time, that the people will rise up. 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 Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. You can't use your power discourage dissent, and demonize the poor while you raise their rent. You can't shout from the rooftop that you want your country back. To when freedom rang, unless you were red, yellow, brown, or black. We'll speak truth to power with blood, sweat, and tears, and it might take a day, it might take a year, but the people will rise up. The people will rise up. People will rise up. The people will rise up. You say you love women and you hear their voice, but when it comes to their bodies, they don't have a choice. You say you understand and have a better way, but when it comes to work, they don't get equal pay. Now rise up, rise up. Oh yeah. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. One more time, Carl Bowers. One more time. You say you're inclusive and you got a big tent. Got a Twitter feed to get your hate speech set. You love your fellow man, and yes you do. But not if the LGBTQ. You can bug their phones and hack their mail. Bring false charges, put them in jail. You can pull them over for the color of their skin, shoot them dead in the street, and avoid prosecution. You can justify torture as a means to an end, but history tells us again and again that the people will rise up. 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 Rise up, 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 rise up. Oh, yeah. Listen to me. You know our hearts get weary sometimes. Oh, yeah. But we got to rise up. One time. Rise, everybody, rise, oh yeah, rise. Listen, people. Steve Barbieri, Sharon Jones, Evan Palmerston, Terry Baker, Nathan Krause, Al Garth, Carl Bowers. I'm Roger Bowles. We're Soul Fuse. We love you. Peace. Thank you.
The Peacetown Artist of the Week is Michael Karnacki, an extraordinary bootmaker, a member of the Sebastopol City Council, a free thinker, an optimist, and a friend to many who know him as Bootsy. Please welcome Michael Karnacki.
So right now this pair of boots, which I made from scratch for a person who happens to play cards for a living. So he wanted spades. So he's got spades, 4 of them, on his boots. And as you can see, the boot still needs to heal, which is the beginning process I'm doing right now, which is, you know, it will be one layer of leather stacked on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. And they will all be glued into place and then nailed and trimmed and shaped, and that'll be the beginning of the very end process of the making of the boot. So this is probably 2 days out before these boots are done. So these I acquired just recently. So in 1865, just before Lincoln was assassinated, there was a bootmaker called Peter Collar who measured Lincoln's feet. And these are now in the hands of a private collector. He also signed them here, so that's just a copy of that. I was able to obtain, through many, many payments, some more tracings made by this same bootmaker, and you can see that they're the same exact setup. And this one happens to be from December 12th of 1865 in Washington City, in the District of Columbia, which is in Andrew Johnson's handwriting and his signature on both of the tracings here. So these are the feet of Andrew Johnson. These are the original tracings that he did. So that's that. And then if we fast forward a little bit farther, there are some other famous people who have done. These are Jay Leno's tracings. So I made Jay Leno a pair of boots, and these are his boot tops. And then this is Julia Ormond. So she's a very famous actress. Once I have all the measurements from each person, and I know the toe style, I take each of these measurements and where they correspond to the measures of their feet. So where I wrapped a tape measure on their feet, on the last, it measures exactly the same. So that way when I stretch the leather on the last and I pull that last out, it's going to be hopefully a perfect fit, with my fingers crossed. So this pair is just finishing up. They're on the final process of blocking out the legs. So basically this is after the heel's been stacked and before she's actually tried them on.
Hey, you guys, you know, last year at the Gravenstein Apple Fair, there was a band that headlined that just was incredible. Their name was Burnside. Burnside the Band. As a matter of fact, burnsidetheband.com is how you get to these guys. Anyway, they were like a force to be reckoned with. They were musically excellent, but more than that, they were personal, they were funny. I don't know, they were the real deal, and they are West Sonoma County grown. I mean, it's like, this is amazing. They emerged right from the funky bass lines and the creative drumming beats and the original songs that tell a story. And we all want a better world, and Burnside is bringing it on. So rock, funk, soul, folk, indie, Americana, you want to dance? You want to dance? This is your chance. Come on, Peacetown. Please welcome Burnside.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Save it all, you'll never use. I'd be big.
I'm so proud to be here at the Living Peace Wall with the creator of the Living Peace Wall, Mr. Michael Gelati, one of our great peace activists in our town, who understands that coming together and bringing people together for peace is the way to create it in the world, you know, one heart at a time. So thanks for being with us, pal.
I got the idea for the Peace Wall while I was sitting over in the plaza and realizing, you know, why are we getting involved in all these wars and conflicts? And I thought a lot of it had to do with the fact that we didn't give peacemakers a voice. So this project was to give peacemakers a voice at the table when it comes to war or peace, and hopefully avoid these future wars. War never leads to anything good, and we want to try to honor and acknowledge the peacemakers, encourage them to continue, and hopefully help spread peace throughout the world. And then back behind here is a bench, and it says, "Peace begins with me." And I do believe that's the most important thing. We have to find that peace within ourselves, then we can bring it into the world. So we've been up about 5 years now, and we have several names on it. Every year we add 4 people's names who have worked nonviolently for peace and justice. And it's all about trying to create a more peaceful world, one person at a time, one peacemaker at a time. So every year we have a celebration. We describe the names. These are the names. We inscribe the names right into the granite so they're permanently there. And then we have a ceremony every September in the plaza to celebrate these people and acknowledge them. And every year we're going to just fill up the wall until it gets full, which I'll be long gone by then, both sides. So that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, we want to give peace a chance.
Takes a lot of nerve. Stands up to the man. Do you dare look him right in the eye? Said, do you want to dance? 'Cause it's a party never gonna stop. So let's make it a party. It's a righteous girl standing your ground. But if you want to keep this war at bay, you gotta bring along some friends. 'Cause it's a party never gonna stop. So let's make it a party. Ooh, this party never gonna stop. So
Hi, I'd like to introduce you to one of the great guys in our community, Mr. Brian Ledig. He's one of the movers and shakers at the Sebastopol Area Senior Center. Well, man about town, and as a realtor, he's the type of guy that's happiest when he's made you happy. So I highly recommend him as a friend and as somebody who's going to take care of your real estate needs. Brian Ledig and his great group.
Hi, my name is Brian Ledig. I'm a realtor with Caldwell Banker and lead agent for the Ledig Realty Group. When you start to think about moving, it's really overwhelming, both physically and emotionally, with the number of tasks that are needed. From getting your house ready, sorting and packing, repairs, fixing up the yard, plus you need to find a realtor, maybe a lender, movers, and all the support people. All this can lead to a very, very high level of stress. Moving is a real big deal. At Ledig Realty Group, we understand this. Let me start by talking about service. Everyone says that they give great service, but there's a difference in saying this and actually being in service to your clients. What I mean is that by being in service, we remove all of our wants and needs and strictly focus on you. You're the most important person for us. We start with the most important thing, which is, why are you moving? Where are you moving to? Is it to be close to family? Is your home and property just too much work? Do you want a different size home, larger or smaller? It's nice to have someone with knowledge to talk with. Sometimes in the course of the conversation, it means that the best option is not moving at all, and that's perfectly okay with us. When selecting a realtor, it's important to find one with experience, knowledge, and creativity to help you through this trying time. Ledig Realty Group is a group of realtors who have banded together to assist each other because there are so many tasks and details that go into a transaction. It's better to be able to divide them up, ensuring that our clients receive the best and most dedicated service. Most of my clients are in the process of downsizing, and this has its own unique issues and challenges. Not only have I dealt with many, many clients going through this process, but I've completed specialized training and certifications. Our team is here to help you through this trying time with support, understanding, knowledge, and experience. Please contact me if you have any questions or just need someone to bounce the ideas off of. Hi, I'm Brian Ledig. I'm here with Jim Corbett, Mr. Music of Peacetown. He does amazing work for this community. So I'd like to ask you all to raise your right hand, put it in your back pocket, get your wallet out, and send him some money, some love, and some support.
Oh yeah, I'm for that. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Peacetown, what a beautiful place. Peacetown, come show your face. Peacetown, it's full of grace. It's a beautiful place, such a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to be.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
Potentially 650 families have had access to the Peacetown Family Village Peace Bags within this last 13 weeks. The Peace Bags included a sponsored activity from a local organization that promoted community connection, family engagement, provided local resources, and some fun. The feedback we have gotten has reached deep into our hearts. Families have expressed their sincerest appreciation to have had something to look forward to that provided a sense of calm, a sense of peace, and a sense of community. A way to unite us, even though we cannot be together in person. Something amazing happened, and our Peace Bag concept spread all the way to another part of California, hundreds of miles away. Inspired by this success here, a group in Santa Clarita started distributing Peace Bags to students, giving away 250 per week. The seeds of peace have taken root and will continue to spread. The impact that the Peace Bags have made during this challenging time has been significant. Not only has it provided something fun for families to do, it has linked them with local resources that they can lean on to have concrete support in times of need. Have knowledge of parenting and child development. Promoted parental and family resilience. Created unique positive social connections that met families where they were in this moment of and nourished social and emotional competence of children. All through such a simple concept that truly is a grassroots project that supports the whole child and the whole family. This most awkward and confusing time has presented families and communities with several challenges that have not been experienced on a universal scale in several generations. But with challenge comes opportunity. And with opportunity, hope. With compassion, resilience, and a willingness to help, this may be a remarkable time of growth and strength for families.
We're so grateful to be in community with you. And one of the gifts that we share is a remarkable, mysterious action that we do at our gatherings. We go deep into a deep, quiet place where we share life with all of life, where we share the peace in our hearts with everyone's hearts. It's not a memorial silence. It's not a meditation. It's not like anything else. It's something that we have created together at Peacetown. It's a way that we share a wave, a ripple of peace with the world. We have the gift of Mr. Music's magic flute, and that helps guide us to this place of essence, of heart, of peace. And we're grateful. We're grateful that we do this together, that we do this with you. Thank you. Thank you.
Communities play an important role in every aspect of our lives. Having a sense of community unites us. Being a part of a community can make you feel as though we are a part of something greater than ourselves. A strong community is a place of opportunity. Big or small, a community can provide countless opportunities for growth and experience. Through the Peacetown Family Village, Peace Bags community has come together to support our families, maximize our resources, and promote peace. Toy Works in Sebastopol has played a significant role in the Family Village. Last year, at the summer concert series, they showed up every single week and added to our family village by offering glitter tattoos and lots of fun activities for our families to enjoy. They have since become a co-collaborator and a foundational piece of the family village puzzle. This year, Toyworks has donated their space, allowing us to set up the only in-person experience Peacetown has been able to offer this summer, where we can give out our Peace Bags for free, set up a Peacetown area selling swag and playing the bands of that week, complete with bubbles, of course. Toyworks also donates supplies from their store and the bags to make the Peace Bags happen. We love Toyworks and recommend you thank them by shopping local. Many other organizations have come together to make the Peace Bags a success. I am so grateful to each and every one of them and would like to personally take an opportunity to thank them. Thank you, Sebastopol Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Dovetail Learning. Thank you, Seroptimist International of West Sonoma County. Thank you, First Five Sonoma County. Thank you, Child Parent Institute. Thank you, Charles M. Schultz Museum. Thank you to the Laguna de Santa Rosa Foundation. Thank you to Project Whole Child. Thank you, Mr. Music Foundation. Thank you to a local family, Jade, Roan, Michael, and Sin. And a huge thank you to all the families that showed up to take part in the Peace Bags. Without all of them, this project would not have been the same. Not only did these organizations sponsor a week by providing an activity and resources to give, they also provided additional resources to offer for other weeks, making our Peace Bags even better. Together, we are stronger, and I look forward to what the Peacetown Family Village will be doing next. For more information, follow the Peacetown Facebook page.
And it begins in Sebastopol's Laguna Wetlands Preserve in what used to be our sewer pond, but which is now an important stopover point for migrating waterfowl. The green expanse of duckweed parts, and there he sits, proud, or so I imagine, in all his feathered iridescence, shedding water with neither thought nor effort. The late spring rains fall on English Hill and Sonoma Mountain, filling Atascadero Creek and the Laguna. So winter green becomes summer gold. But where are the salmon, the steelhead, the pronghorn, and the grizzly? There is so much for us to grieve now, so much that we have lost, that we will never see again. And yet, so much yet to be revealed that we have only begun to imagine. Can we shed despair as we shed our tears and see with clearer vision the shining form just now emerging?
I'm listening, but I don't know if what I hear is silence or God. I'm listening, but I can't tell if I hear the plane of emptiness echoing or a keen consciousness that at the ends of the universe deciphers and watches me. I only know that I walk like someone who is beheld, beloved, and known. And because of this, I put into my every movement solemnity and risk. Beheld, beloved, and known.
And remember, dear friends, you are loved, loving, and lovable forever. Peace.
If you go down to Peacetown, we will all be there. Laughing, singing, dancing, swinging, loving everywhere. You feel so good all over, your cup runs over too. Deep inside you open wide and find that gentle groove. In Peacetown, it's a beautiful place.